locations in the world, let alone for college football, and you will see plenty of Buffaloes roaming here. The Buffaloes will boot it away to start the game. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Obliterates him, still on the move. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Jayhawks return team didn't help matters out much there. And here's the man they want to get the ball to in this passing game. This is the type of receiver, David, when he's covered, he's still open.
He's still putting that hand up in the air. Coach, I'm still open. And more importantly, his quarter.
And it's picked off. Didn't find much room on the return, but now they are in business and poised to strike from the 25.
Well, that wasn't the start they were looking for on offense. They're trying to be aggressive, first play of the game, and throw it. Bad decision by the quarterback, though, leads to an INT.
First down here for the offense. Gonna run it. It's good. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. They really need to convert this 3rd and 1 to capitalize on that great field position. Now improvising. Quickly complete. Tackle is made after the first down.
When you got a weapon this good at tight end, a quarterback, you got to look his way, especially in this area of the field. Because remember, it's the red zone where these windows are so small. Nice job getting the completion and picking up the first.
Getting some heat. Took a shot as he threw. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, and your first job is to affect the quarterback and try to get him off his spot. They get him off his spot, he gets outside the pocket, and a nice job chasing, not quitting, getting to the quarterback, and still getting a good lick as he's throwing the football.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Buffaloes! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Looking for a productive play on first down. Takes the handoff. It's Stewart. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Jayhawks want to crank the tempo. Quarterback on the keeper. At the 35, he's loose. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
And it's not panic time yet for this offense, but last week was a really bad performance. This week, starting off a little bit slow. They got to find some form of rhythm. They got to find some way, get a few first downs, get some playmakers involved, because right now they just seem out of sync.
Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Marshall. Chucked it away just as he was hit. And it's incomplete. Out high and wide on that one. And the Jayhawks will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. This is going all in. Goalpost virtually tapping you on the shoulder. Heels almost in the end zone, and you're going for it. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Hold it. Open.
So they'll decline.
Just back to midair and it's 3 people. It's 3. 3, literally 3, bro. High on 240. What did you do to me? Yo, somebody help Garrett, bro. Me and Garrett is stressing, bro. Yo, I just don't. It's too much, bro. Yo, tell me why I see a big thing and it says 2 black shots, right? That got set up, bro. Harry, what's that? Harry, he's behind you. Hey, you get a little in peace either, bro. You was the whole team at Ludo. Okay, come on, push me up, right? Alright. Push me. Push me.
You stand up here? You ask me downstairs? Because I don't have the address on me.
Oh,
It's my
I
stuff and
can't.
you feed it. So,
Why, bro? Why did you, bro?
it's like, thank you. You hear me? Love you.
Bro, it's time to just wake up. it's over. I'll be honest. No, yeah, they scared me, bro. Nah, well, I was smoke, bro. Yeah. Camera. Stay behind. Here. I'm sorry, kids. Then when they get him down, Tyree. Bro, you get him with that backwards slide, bro. Come on, bro. Yeah, go full on smoke right there. Oh, yeah. Very pleasant. Like, yo, you have a ghost or something? Like, why would everybody have ghosts? Why? You know, Tyree did. Look, Tyree, I did circles around that. Tyree, repeat. Don't. Tyree. Pick him up the stairs. But yeah. You want on a smoke though, there. You want on a smoke though, there. Yeah, you want on a smoke. You want on a smoke, there. Yo, bounce back, Garrett, bounce back. Garrett, bounce back. That one, Garrett. Garrett, bounce back. 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 Bounce back. Garrett, bounce back. Garrett, bounce back. Garrett, you're not making it out there alive. Garrett's not making it. Oh, nope, you don't. Yeah, you want to smoke here? Rest.
the results of that last play. The offense lining up for a first down play. From the gun, they'll try the middle.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
He'll do it himself. Got some room into the goal line. Oh, it's out. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover. The Jayhawks have it with a first and goal. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. He'll keep it himself. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that, no gain on the play. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he is stopped behind the line, and that's how we'll finish the first quarter. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats.
Colorado 7, Kansas 0.
They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. On third and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. A relatively short field goal try from 26 yards out. That is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curved some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Colorado.
Line gets set, first down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Caught over the middle, it's good. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Keeps looking downfield. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down. And the Buffaloes will line up to punt it away. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Kansas offense returns to the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
And the Jayhawks headed quickly to the line.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. He'll try to do it himself. Off he goes. And how about that run? him ready to go from inside the 10. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. To the air, it's Marshall. Swings it out to his running back. And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it. On second down, he's looking downfield. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to it. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
2nd and 8 from the 16. Off play action. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Pre-snap motion in the backfield. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Fires the pass, intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. To the air, it's Marshall. He's got his man. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Forced out of the pocket. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. No good. And here in the 2nd quarter, we remain all knotted up. Just over 20 seconds to play in the half. You just don't want to make a big mistake here. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Pass on the way. It's picked off. He'll try to take it back. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Boulder. And a compelling first half for a variety of reasons. Yes, there's a substantial lead to talk about, but I think it all starts with this defense that has more than made its share of big plays. If things keep trending in this direction, you can bet a ton of those backs and receivers are going to spend a lot of time in ice baths before the end of the day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys more than a mile above sea level at Folsom Field.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. We've got a good one going here in the 3rd quarter, all tied up as he's set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Set up for second and short after that completion. Looking for space. It's Welsh. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. Such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quick.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
The Jayhawks come to the line in the hurry-up. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Snowed under after a pickup of 2. They'll mark it at the 8. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to get it through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Velasquez. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. He'll pull it on the read. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. After getting nothing done on first down, second and goal from the 6. It's complete to Rice. Touchdown, Jayhawks! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And the returner goes down. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's second down. He's going to throw it from his own end zone. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Buffaloes will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
It's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Bob.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10?
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And the Jayhawks moving quickly to the line. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Let's it fly. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rock Chalk.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. The jet sweep pass. He's past the 30. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. He's at the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bucks!
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? He can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. These running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Kansas offense returns to the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Got it set up on the outside. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slipped in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
Didn't help themselves much on 1st down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down from the 20. They're setting up the screen. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. The Jayhawks will hustle to the line. Looking to throw, it's Marshall. And the pass is intercepted. Bringing it back at the 20. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense. The Buffaloes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sideline. Big into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Colorado. A quick strike, just as we expected.
And quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12.
He's tackled at the 12-yard line. Brings up second down.
They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. Let's see what they've got on second down. Quarterback on the keeper. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room as they mark it at the 17. Looking to throw on third. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages, it tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking for a man. It's Marshall. Makes the grab over the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Still on his feet. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He's going to run it. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. And the Jayhawks will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take this.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
And the runner is down, and so is a flag. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. On first down, here comes this offense. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Makes his connection.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field. The DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
This offense has a 2nd down play. Quarterback checking off. On 2nd down, lost the throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got a man. It's good. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He'll just keep slinging it. Finds the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his 2nd catch so far in this game.
And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down. On 4th down, going to the air. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. This defense has to hold it right where it is. Score tied late in the game. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. After the misfire, it's second down. Power football with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It's third down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be fourth down. The Jayhawks will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out. And oh, he wants it all. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. That's caught. It's Welch.
What a great job by the quarterback working through his progressions here. In a 2-minute situation, he doesn't force it down the field if it's not open. Check it down to your back, let him go to work, and he comes up with a huge play.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
Defenses have had their hands full slowing this guy down all season long. It's the speed, and it's the open field running ability and vision. That's why he's second in the nation in rushing yards, and that's why he's square in the conversation for the Heisman Trophy.
And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
What a great game, tied late in the ballgame. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score's tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position, too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to tell you.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
When you're down late in the game, you got to make plays. It's really tough not to force the football. You can tell quarterback forces the football. Defense comes up with a huge interception.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bucks! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
To throw, it's Marshall. They're trying to get to it. And the quarterback is snowed under. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game.
After that incompletion, fourth and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the fourth quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where's the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And the pass goes incomplete, and that's going to do it. Clock strikes 0, ball game is over. They won the game today.
Rotate. Tax person.